So we're in the streets of New York right now. One of my favorite places to visit is Soho. I just love walking down these streets. I get inspired by the fashion, I get inspired by the people, and we're in a sort of a street it's called Jersey Street actually, and Mikkel actually recognized this area as not many cars go through here, and we thought let's just start here as well. We've got some nice graffiti on the wall. She's got a really cool urban vibe to her, sort of urban meets Matrix on a day off vibe, if you want to call it that. So we are going to shoot right now. Obviously the sun's right behind one of these buildings there, but the important thing is that when you've got two opposing buildings, it's important that we actually keep the chin up because light's always coming from up above. So remember, two buildings like this, your subject is here, their face has to be up or has to turn left or right towards the light source. And we might offer supplementary lighting. It might be flash, might be ice light, I don't know yet, but let's just see how we travel here. Now it's going to get a little bit grungy and a little bit dirty, a little bit here and there, but I think we're okay. Let's have a look at the light on you. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, turn your face that way. Yeah, it's good. I actually quite like that.
Are we done?
No, so switch. Yeah, if you're going to go that one flat and that one straight, that's it, that's good.
You bend towards the camera
Good.
and send after it.
That's it, good. So it's interesting, you know, like when I look at that, and I said the Matrix out loud, straight away I thought of Morpheus. And if you see how Morpheus walks, he's always sort of doing this. So that sort of gave me the idea of the pose. Remember, creatives aren't short of ideas, the challenge is committing to one. I'm always going to say that to you, to remind you that don't overthink it. If that idea comes to you, just roll with it. See if it looks good. We don't always have to see the hands elegantly and all that kind of stuff. Don't forget, she's in a, obviously almost like a futuristic kind of garb here, so I don't want things to be too perfect and too elegant all the time. I may do that, and I may make it pretty per se, but I think edgy is the way to go here. And let's just loosen up a little bit. I'm gonna get my exposure right, get the feeling for it. Because she's about 3-4 feet away from the wall, I think shooting with my 85mm f1.2 would be a good decision here. So it just drifts out up in the background and it will make quite a bit of a difference. So quite like that. You see how the left leg is bent, the right leg is slightly straight. If it's the other way, it basically opens up the dress a little bit. The shadows don't fall as nice. But I'm going to refine it as we go. Remember, if you've heard me before, you've actually heard me teach before, I'm always doing 5 things with what I believe to be a great photograph. Number 1, I look for the direction of light. Now, the location attracted me first, but I know where the light's coming from. So light number 1, location number 2. Then I've posed her without a camera in my hand. Then I get my technique right, my camera choice, my lens choice, my exposure. Then I'm doing that last little bit of finesse, and that's where we add the emotion. So I'm going to try auto area AF, basically where the camera is going to be doing the work. You go this way, mate. So remember, I always start with the safe handheld shutter speed around about 250. I certainly can push it lower than that, but 250 is great for movement and all that kind of thing. Right now, I'm shooting 250 speed. I'm going to go to f1.2. Then all that's left is my ISO. I'm going to use auto area AF, so the camera's going to do the focusing for me. And then I feel like I want to add a bit of warmth to this. So I am going to shoot in shade, the shade white balance. It actually works well, not only in the environment, because we're in the shade of a building. What we're saying when we're shooting with shade white balance, we're saying we're shooting in the shade of the building, therefore the lighting is quite cool, therefore it's going to add warmth to it. Okay, it's almost counterproductive when you think about it that way, but just remember we're compensating for the coolness of the temperature in the environment, so we're adding warmth. With darker skin tone, adding that warmth is going to look amazing. Less so on Caucasian skin. It just depends on who you shoot, what you want out of the shot, and what will work for them. See, I'm looking at that now and I feel like it's a bit too warm. It's too warm. So I am going to go cloudy. And why is it too warm? It's funny because when you diagnose it, it's important. When you diagnose it, look around us. We've got all this red brick wall and it's bouncing across, and that's giving us that warmth and that flavor. What I'll try first is have a quick little look here. See, even still it's quite warm. I'm wondering if we go daylight, that might be truer to what we want, which I think it is. So I'm going to go backwards. Isn't it interesting how we can think out loud and understand if I was to stop and think about it for a moment, it's very logical in this location. The good thing is I made the mistake so you don't have to next time. All right. Gorgeous. Okay, so if you look at her, see how she's got shadows on her eyes there? I need to bring her chin up. So we're going to tilt it up. There we go. Perfect. So now we've created that. Actually, go back to where you were. Okay, so look at the light on her face, shadows there, and then now go back. Perfect. That's gorgeous. Hold it. And then just open up the shoulders this way. That's it. That's good. And your toe, your right toe, bring it down. Yeah, that's good. Bring your knees a bit closer together. And actually, do me a favor. Your left leg, can you bring it up and see if you can bring it on top of that? No, turn your knees that way. It's a bit too high. No, bring them down. Bring it down, 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 down. Yeah, go all the way down. Yeah. Yeah, basically just bring your back heel, your right heel back. Yes, it. And then we'll expose it too. There you go. Okay, nice. Hold it there. Going up close. I always check my sharpness. I'm very happy with that. Very good. Do me a favor. I want you to adjust your collar with both hands. That's good. And then chin up. Turn your face this way. Turn your face that way. That's it, and tilt. There you go. That makes all the difference. Okay, I'm always going to leave her there. Turn this way. So lazy Susan this way. That's it, and your hips as well. Just be careful there. It's good. Awesome. Just looking out that way. Perfect, good, really cool. Just bring that left knee up a little bit higher. There you go, perfect. Just gives us some beautiful flow. Chin up a little bit more, tilt this way. Yeah, it's perfect, good. Now, go really close to her, get rid of that background completely. And eyes all the way down. Yeah, it's perfect. Beautiful. Now, I want a bit of a kick of light on her, so let's get the ice light handy now. Okay, so while I'm here, it's always important that when you're setting up a model, a subject, whoever you're photographing, that you just stop and pause and you walk all around. So in this case, I've got my 85mm lens on, and then as I go closer to her, of course, the background's going to be even more out of focus, even though that I'm on the exact same shallow depth of field at f1.2. It's so funny because I've always been fascinated by the shape of her head. She's got this beautiful shape, and obviously she looks great front on, from the back, from the side, profile, all that kind of stuff. It really, really works. So just look straight ahead for me, and eyes a bit to the left. So I was trying to get her in focus by the time the guy walked past. So here's what happened. He walked past, it created this really cool texture. I focused actually on the side of her face and her eyes went out. It's almost like a little bit of a happy accident, and I'm trying to work out if I like it. I like it. You've got the sharpness and the texture of her hair, her eyes drift out of focus, and then you've sort of got the blue that meshes the background on the other side. But let's just do that again. That's it, perfect. And I am going to switch to single point and pinpoint focus. It's going to make my area a lot sharper. So keep your face there, just your eyes a bit more that way. Give me a bit, that's it. Give me a bit more, there you go. That's more like it. Beautiful, love those kinds of shots which work really well. Now we're going to add some ice light for a little bit of point of difference, but I'm thinking I'm going to use the light that's existing as our backlight and then use the ice light as our main light. So do a 180 for me. Okay, so chin down for me. That's it, turn this way. Okay. So right now, you know, we've got a pocket of light this way, pocket of light behind us, but it's looking a little bit more dead here. So that's where my main light's going to come from. So I'm going to use the existing light we used before as my main light, as my edge light, my hair light. And then now we're going to use the ice light as the main light. So let's bring the grid over here. So we're at 5,500 Kelvin degrees on our light, and it's looking really cool here. All right, so yeah, it's beautiful. Chin down a bit more. It's good. And that's it there. Eyes at me. Perfect. Hold it. Bit of a blink, but just making sure I got that sharpness there. Nice one. Let's have a look here. I know what you're thinking. With what she's wearing, she should be running or flying with the coat or anything like that. We're going to do that at one point. I'm just waiting for the opportune time. So for those playing at home, if you're thinking, oh my God, we could do this, that, whatever, yes, we can. One idea at a time, one place at a time, and then where it actually works. So, looking for something else now. All right, give me a moment to think here. Is this the right spot to do it? Okay, so right now, I am going to do an off-camera flash shot. Now, because we've got these really cool buildings here, I don't think I'm going to find another opportunity where I can lay down on the ground and not threaten someone running me over, because we're in a quieter area. I'd probably have better buildings somewhere else, but I feel like if we shoot in this environment, I think it'd be better. In fact, I might even go up there. There's a bit of a ramp, it might be safer for me, and then the ramp might give us something to do with her arm or something like that. So again, I'm recognizing the creative triggers in our environment here. So across the road, there's a bit of a ramp. I'm gonna get it to lean forward. We'll use off-camera flash, and then we'll get something really dark and moody and mysterious, and we'll do it like that. Let's do it.